Hi, it's Chris at Keystone Lawn and Tree Care in Spokane, Washington. My YouTube channel is dedicated to helping out those first getting started in lawn care. What to expect, how much is your insurance going to be, some hidden expenses you might not think about, some equipment you might want to get, some like low end stuff if you're just getting started, all the way up to the really good stuff that you really wish to get, but maybe you can't afford to get just right off. In today's video, we're going to take the two previous videos and kind of combine them, and we're going to talk about kind of the sweet spot when first getting started. Is it better to start with 5 clients or 10 clients or 20 clients or 100 clients? Well, we're going to answer some of those questions today, and you think to yourself, hey Chris, 100 is better than 20. Well, maybe and maybe not. So we're going to take a look at some of those things here. We're going to get into a spreadsheet later, look at some numbers about how having 5 clients is different than, say, having 20 or 30 clients, and just kind of laying the groundwork to just kind of get everybody thinking in that same frame of mind, that we're thinking like you have to pay insurance costs, and insurance costs the same whether or not you have 5 clients or 10 or 20 clients. Now, fuel, on the other hand, is different. If you have 100 plus clients, you're going to spend a ton of money on fuel. Well, then maybe if you only have 10 clients, you're not going to be spending as much on fuel. So we're going to take some of those expenditures, look at it on a spreadsheet, and think about if when you're first getting started, maybe you're just doing it part-time on the evenings and weekends, and maybe 5 or 10 clients is better for you. Or maybe you're going to go full on, full time, and you're going to try to get the 100 clients. And we're going to see, where is there a break even point? I mean, by break even, I mean, is there a point where you're actually going to make money, or is it going to cost you money? And we're going to get into the specifics. How much does it cost per yard when you go lawn mowing? So, for example, when you're first starting out, your costs are pretty low, and getting onto the lawn might not cost so much. But when you're on hire, you got bigger equipment. Maybe it's going to cost you more per lawn. And for example, for me, when I start the day, I'm thinking to myself in the back of my head, and when I'm starting that truck, I'm like, oh man, this truck just starting right now is costing me money. It's costing me probably $100 my first hour. And you're thinking, oh man, that's crazy. It's not costing you $100. Well, yeah, it is, because I had to pay insurance for it. I had to get licensed to do this. I had to buy my equipment. I had to buy fuel. So just starting, just getting in my truck, it's already cost me $100. So we're going to dive into it, find out, 5, 10 clients better, 20, 30 clients better, 100 clients better, and what is going to be right for you.
Okay, quick recap about the previous videos that we talked about. We have a 35-week mowing season, and here are some of the costs you should expect in your first year. This big number here is your auto insurance, your general liability insurance, your bonding, your licensing with the city, divided over the course of 35 weeks gives us this number of $85. Going on further, you got your gas station hot dogs, your big gulps, your snacks while you're out and about. You're probably spending at least $10 when you're out and about. Kudos to you if you can pack a lunch and save some money there. You got your fuel costs. Again, that's really low. Again, we're just starting out. This is a beginner's guide. And then we're going to go up, say like your phone bill, for example, say $50 a month. Maybe you spend more money, but whatever. It doesn't matter, because this phone bill is going to remain the same whether or not if you have 10 clients or if you have 100 clients. It's not going to matter. And then we got a couple other little things like uniforms and car washes, giving us a rough estimate of $230 per week for 35 weeks. Okay, our second video, we talked quickly about how much does equipment cost. I gave these breakdown of low, mid, and high-end stuff. For example, your low-end lawnmower from Home Depot is going to be something like this, and it's going to cost you like, I don't know, $300. While, say, your commercial grade Toro mower that you're probably going to end up getting in the end is going to cost you like $1,200. And so we went through the video and we talked about some of the costs of how much does the trailer cost, and how much does, say, outfitting your trailer with racks and like a spare tire and stuff. And we came to this number: low end, mid range, high end, which kind of brings us into this third video, which we're going to talk to you about today, which is how much does it cost you to mow a lawn? How much money are you spending just to start your truck in the morning? Well, for this example, we're saying 10 customers by 35 weeks. We talked about, again, we had like roughly $230 in expenses per week. That's your insurance, your licensing, your fuel, your phone, whatever. We had your low end equipment of, say, $2,500 divided out by the week is $69, giving us roughly $300 in weekly expenses. And say we have 10 clients, 300 divided by 10 gives us $30. And what does that $30 mean? It means when you show up to the lawn, you've already spent $30 just to show up. So you had better be charging like 45, 50, or 60 bucks to make money on the $30 that you spent just to get there. Okay, so we got 10 customers, but that number starts to trend down and we get 20 customers. Again, you're like, okay, that makes sense. The more customers, I can divide the cost of $300 a week over the course of, say, 20 customers versus 10 customers, give me a better average of $15 per yard that costs me. That way, when I'm charging my $50 to mow the lawn, I'm getting more money in my pocket. Yes. So the 20 customers is kind of your magic number here when you're first getting started. As you go up in customers, say your cost is going to go up because let's face it, you're not going to be able to mow 30 yards probably by yourself or in the rain with your crummy Craftsman mower. That brings us back to our second video where we talk about you're probably going to have to start upgrading your stuff in order to keep up with the demand. Your fuel costs are going to go up and that sort of thing. So I put on the extra $300 kind of arbitrarily in cost. So you got 300 plus 300 is going to be $600 in weekly expenses after you hit the threshold of say like 30-ish customers. Uh-oh, now you see it's starting to trend in the wrong direction. You're spending $20 for an extra, that doesn't make any sense. Well, yeah, it does because your costs went way up and you only got an extra 10 clients. So in order for that number to trend back in the good direction is you have to get more clients, 40 clients. You're like, okay, cool. Okay, now let's make like a $600 expenses divided by 40 clients is $15. Good. It's going even better when you get into the 50 customers range, and then now your average expense is closer to $12. Well, again, probably not, because by the time you get to 50 clients, you're going to have to be upgrading to these bigger mowers that are going to be costing you like $5,000, and you're going to be getting that Toro mower that's $1,200. You're going to be spending way more money on your equipment. Not to mention, and going back to that previous video, that you're going to have to start having to pay your labor. Remember our labor cost just for help on just getting started, with like 50-ish clients, you're going to be looking like $10,000 just for the help. So that's where you got to think about where is my sweet spot? Is my sweet spot going to be here at say 10 customers? Well, probably not because you're spending a lot of money in insurance and licensing and bonding and stuff to only, have a lot big $30 out. Your sweet spot's probably in like the 20-ish, 20, 25 customer range where your cost would go down to say $15 and 20 customers is still enough for you to do by yourself on your own in the evenings and weekends and still keep your regular job. So these are some things to think about that maybe you hadn't thought about before. You're going to want to start setting goals for yourself. Are you going to want to crack that threshold of say 30 or 40 clients and then just keep going up and up and up and up? Well, I can tell you from experience, it's tough. To get down to get to this number to like $12 average cost per yard is pretty phenomenal. It's probably not going to happen because by the time again, when you hit that 50 customers, you're going to be having to hire help. You're going to have to be paying L&I. This $12 margin is not really that accurate. So this is just an example. Again, don't hold me to it, but it's just an idea of the 10 to 20 clients. What should you expect? And just again, setting goals. Why are you doing this?
Well, there you have it. Another boring spreadsheet telling you about some things that maybe you haven't thought of. Is your sweet spot going to be 5 or 10, or is it going to be 20 or 30 or 40 or who knows? And so those are just some things to think about. I bet you never thought to yourself, business license costs the same whether or not I have 10 clients versus I have 100 clients. That may have been something that never really occurred to you. Well, then hopefully maybe you got a little something out of this video. And so just kind of moving forward, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to want to set some goals for yourself, and think about your lot in life, Are you just going to be doing this as a side hustle maybe to make a few bucks so you can save up some money to take the kids to Disneyland? Whatever. I mean, that's cool. Are you gonna try to invest full time? Are you gonna buy like hats and shirts and a sign for the side of your truck? Are you gonna buy some big equipment? Are you just gonna scale up and make a ton of money? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, who knows? It really depends on your lot in life, where you are, and like really your attitude. I mean, do you really want to just go like crazy and work 50, 60 hours a week? Or are you happy working your regular job and then just doing this a little bit on the side? I can't tell you. You're going to have to answer those questions yourself. So you're going to have to set some goals for yourself and think about, where you want to go with this business. I can't tell you to do 5 or 10 over here. I can't tell you to go over and do 100. It's I don't know. I don't know what your situation is. So really, I want you guys to comment below. Let me know like what your situation is and what you expect. Make some goals for yourself. Really, hit the comment below. Hit the old like button. Let me know how things are going, and I want to help. So if you've gotten anything out of this video, or you want to see another video that's going to be something unrelated or maybe similar, or can I expound on a certain situation, you guys are going to have to tell me in the comments below, because I don't know. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip right now. I'm just trying to help some folks getting started so they don't make the same dumb mistakes that I made when I was getting started. Again, take my advice with a grain of salt, because I made a bunch of dumb mistakes and I just don't want you guys to make those mistakes either. So in that, I'm going to conclude. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.